Hi, everyone. We are rapidly approaching the end of our semester, so I just wanted to do a short video going over some of our final assignments. All of our points for the semester should be available online now, so we should be adding up to 100 points in the class. So if you want to do any kind of calculations to figure out how many more points you need to get the grade that you want, that should be easy enough to do. Feel free to go back and turn in some missing assignments if you need to get your grade up. Also, remember, you can always revise papers, and so if you know you needed to get some more points on any of those drafts, please resubmit them. You have until finals week to resubmit those. Okay, so let's look at our model text analysis. Basically, this assignment is just asking you to find some sort of, some sort of podcast, video, infographic, poster, comic, whatever kind of text you want to make for your final project, the multimodal public research project. It's asking you to look at that, to look at a text within that format and figure out how you want to make your own text, okay? Or like how, for example, you should cite sources for that type of format, or you should, do you need to have images in your blog post? The answer is yes. Or if you want to have a video in it, that would work well too. Because those are things that are what we call genre conventions. And I don't necessarily need you to feel super comfortable with that phrase or that term, but basically what you're looking for is what are the types of like traits that are common to this type of format, right? So like a lot of videos have introductions at the beginning. Maybe they might have a little bit of music in the background, those kinds of things. And that will give you some ideas for how you would want to create your own. So that's what this is setting you up to do. Make sure that you answer these questions, by the end of the week, but some of you have already done it. That's great. All right. We also have our final reflection in the class. And so what this is doing is this is a cognitive, like a kind of an important cognitive process where we look at all of the things that we've learned throughout the semester, maybe set some goals or intentions for the future and like other things we would like to learn. What this does is it helps us retain information better and then apply it to other areas of life. So by the way, this is a good practice for any kind of class that you do. We tend to do them more in writing classes, but you should do them for like as many classes as you can if you need to remember stuff. For example, I learned a bunch of stuff in biology, could not tell you a single thing I did in that class or learned about in that class because we never did any reflections. What we're doing with this is we're basically learning how to file information away in our brain that we can later access. And so basically this activity of repetition and naming things specifically helps us learn how to then use that information in the future. Okay, so basically all you have to do here is write 300 words double spaced. You can answer the following prompts if you'd like, or if you want, you can write about how you're revising your papers based on what you've learned in class or kind of what you've, throughout the process of writing them have decided to change, okay? Or based on feedback. So all of these questions too, as well as helping you reflect back on what you learned throughout the semester, also help me. So feel free to be honest. If there was anything, it says, what was my favorite reading and why? You can also say something like, I didn't really like the reading about blank. That's stuff that helps me decide what to keep in the semester and what I might get rid of. So all of that is useful for me as well. What was my favorite paper and why? You could also say, what was my least favorite? What's the main thing I learned in this class? What might help me in other classes? All of these, again, hopefully will be useful to you, will also be useful to me. This is our final assignment besides our multimodal public research project, which you can watch the video about that from last week. I think this is probably going to be our last video of the semester. So I just wanted to say, and of course my cat is going to make a full appearance. I just wanted to say I really enjoyed teaching this class. I've really enjoyed reading all of your work and meeting you and learning more about you. So some of you I know are taking me next semester for 102. I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, or for those of you I won't see again, it was great having you as a student this semester, and I wish you all the best. All right, have a great rest of your semester and good luck.